Okay, guys, welcome to Frost. It's time for the third place match between these two players spawning in the northeast. As the red Zerg player from Team Startail, it is Curious. And his opponent in the northwest, spawning as the blue Terran player from Team Millennium, it is forGG. We apologize for interrupting your countdown with StarCraft 2. But this is the third place match, so here's how it works. Third place for the Numericable Millennium Cup gets about, say, 900 euros, which is a lot of money. Fourth place, which is the loser of this match gets, will receive about 200 euros. So, yeah, there is a pretty big weight on this match, because even though it's not possible for either of these guys to win the tournament anymore, they can still get some cash money. And that's what it's really all about, isn't it? So forGG is going to open Reaper. Curious is not. And, oh goodness, I forgot to call cats. Oh well, he's probably asleep. But the barracks is about to finish up. So, yeah. After this, I think there's supposed to be another show match. And then the grand finals. But we'll confirm that after this series is over. This is a best of 5, keep in mind. So it's first to 3 wins. And so it begins. forGG sends the SCV out to scout. Curious. No gas just yet. He's just chilling. And, yeah. So, forGG has kind of had an interesting tournament. He absolutely demolished his opponents, Stefano and Jaedong, in his group. He started in Group B. But then just he kind of fell flat on his face against Solar. He went down 3-1. He was able to take a game, and in I think it was the last game, it looked like he might have a chance to tie the score, but just wasn't able to keep it going. So the Reaper is here in the main base now, and forGG wants to see if there's anywhere he can harass. Take some shots. Nothing happening just yet. I'm Curious, backing off. He's trying to get at least a drone kill. forGG almost always seems to find a way to kill a drone or two. He's very persistent, and now as the second Reaper joins up, it will be a little bit more firepower here for the Millennium Terran. As he's now moving in towards that main base once again. Looking for some drone kills. Oh, almost gets one. Very, very close, actually. That's a lot closer than I thought. Oh, one of these Reapers almost gets trapped, but no, forGG is still got it alive. He's still hanging in there. Doing surprisingly well. The Overlord sees all. Sees, okay, no second gas. Factory reactor. And the third command center begins for forGG. Very standard macro-based opening from the Terran. Double gas on the way for Curious, and his natural realizes, okay, the Reapers are going to keep me from getting my third base. Let's just get some gas. As Curious tries to push out with these queens, he's trying to move the Reapers away so that this drone can go build a third. And it shall. So now the Reapers are in the main. Almost gets a drone. And he loses one of his Reapers. Very, very nice. He's basically lost 2 Zerglings and killed a Reaper. That Reaper is definitely worth more. You know, the sound of Zerg buildings canceling is actually horrendous. Now the Reaper's going to attack this hatchery. Third gas being taken by Curious is not getting too much yet. He doesn't really have that much gas banked up just yet. But forGG's third command center will be done soon. And forGG's getting Hellions. Pretty normal standard setup. I think this is pretty safe for forGG. I'm just wondering when we're going to see the evolution chambers. I feel like those should be coming up very, very soon. Yeah, there they are. And Zergling speed. Maybe a Baneling Nest before Lair. Not 100% sure, but he still does have a little bit of gas. And Curious's Overlord sees third command center. We'll be backing off. Hellions and the Reapers. I guess the Reaper, since he lost one. Try to poke the front to no avail. And yeah, so 6 Hellions. Pretty nice setup for forGG. Behind this, he's adding on barracks and his engineering base. Getting the engineering base a bit faster than usual. Not able to make that dive work. He's been trying to do some crazy things with his Hellions this entire tournament. He's actually managed to do a lot of damage thanks to the Hellions. Especially in his match. I guess that's one of the things. forGG took a lot of gambles in his matches versus Jaedong and Stefano. A lot of Hellions thrown. But if you can't do damage with your Hellions early on, you can't do a lot of damage. I mean, throwing away your Hellions makes life pretty hard. So, a lot of slow Zerglings moving up towards the top. And then the left side. That Zergling speed upgrade is about to complete. And there it goes. So there's still some Hellions and a Reaper on the top of this cliff. Curious could kill all of this pretty easily if he got a surround. And oh, forGG not looking. He does get surrounded. Loses all of but one Hellion. Very nice grab. Baneling Nest is on the way. Lair is about to complete, so we should see the Spire. 4th gas being taken. He actually, excuse me, that's his 6th gas. He already took the 4th and 5th at his other base. And forGG is going to move down to take his 3rd. A slight upgrade advantage. It's ahead about a minute for Curious. There's the Spire. And we're looking to see the Baneling Nest. So Baneling speed should start soon as well. Armory is on the way for forGG. And he's just got his classic setup. He's got the forGG setup. So, Macro Hatchery on the way. Let's get that extra larva out. Burrow is on the way. I love seeing Burrow. Already some really good map vision from Curious using the Overlord speed upgrade. He's covering both watchtowers. He has pretty much every drop space imaginable covered. The bare corners of the map still a little bit free, but watching most of the map. Taking a 4th base as well. And forGG gets that 5th gas. He's ready to rock and roll. His 2nd factory is on the way as well. So we're probably going to see forGG do what he's been doing, the Thor play. And look at this Overseer, man. Such a good, much scout. Very fast. He's able to see absolutely everything. But I wonder if he's been watching forGG's other games, if he knows that forGG basically plays with very few Widow Mines. Oh, Curious wants to go for a Zergling run by, and the doors are left open. forGG bunker gets surrounded. Stims the Marines inside. SCV's not able to repair that in time, and forGG's army is on the south side taking out some Zerglings at the same time. But these Zerglings making their way into the natural. This is not good. Even using the burrow, he hides the Zerglings that are fighting the Marines. He's still killing SCVs. Tries to give chase, and he's going to burrow now. And this is just annoying. 4th base will get picked off, though. Oh, these Banelings for Curious. forGG needs to be careful. Banelings are very dangerous. Could try to just burrow them. Nope, not yet. But there's still Zerglings in here, and he scans. He's forced to use a scan to kill off these Lings, which is annoying. The Zerglings come back, shove this drop away. 2-2 is on the way for the Zerg player. forGG just +2. This is definitely going to make things a little awkward. 10 Mutalisks are on the way. Look at that supply depot drop. You just caught a shooting star. But yeah, 13 Mutalisks. And I think Curious is in a pretty solid spot. forGG is taking some hits, but he's not really in that bad a spot. He only lost 9 SCVs to that big Zergling attack. Now he's still looking to deny any type of 4th base, but these Zerglings actually run right past these Marines. Gets a couple of free kills, quite a few free kills on those Zerglings. Picks off a couple Overlords for free as well. And let's see. So the Mutas are out. The 4th base is being rebuilt in this. Slightly closer to forGG base. The Mutas want to try to stop this medevac play. But this is good. The Zerglings come in from the bottom, and then the Mutalisks hit the medevacs. But forGG, he's just going to medevac boost out of there. And he's managed to make it out so far. We see here Curious actually. Whoop. Zerglings will be able to get those Marines, but he drops in here. It actually drops those Marines on the Banelings. Look at this. He's forcing these banelings to be not very cost effective at all. Really nice way to just get rid of banelings for free. And he will kill this 4th base. So, pretty nice actually from him. And let's see where this goes from now. He still doesn't have that 4th, which is all Curious really wants to do is get the 4th base up. forGG wants to deny the 4th as long as possible. If the Terran player can get the 4th around the same time or before the 4th of the Zerg, then that's just... it's just crazy. This is Overlord getting pushed back. The creep spread's not covering too much for Curious, but he's doing what he can. And this is where Curious is going to try to do some harass on the 3rd base. There is a bunker with Marines in it. The Mutas could probably take this out. It's not going to be that easy to repair it, but we have to keep in mind forGG is also stepping out onto the center of the map. He's building some. He's building a Thor. He's starting to get that other setup he's been going for, pretty much this entire tournament. The Thor, and sometimes Hellbat. No Hellbats yet though. Picking off some of these SCVs. And this is quite annoying for forGG to deal with. He's taking some hits. Oh, look at that. Contaminates the +3 attack upgrade. That is just dirty. That's very annoying. A lot of Widowmine just kind of strewn across here. Packed very closely, but many Banelings, many Zerglings. He's got a 4th and a 5th base done now. So this is pretty good. Scans ahead, wants to see if he's going to run into any Banelings. But, oh goodness, the Widowmines needs to borrow them. forGG actually researched the Widowmine Burrow upgrade this game instead of Blue Flame, which is a little bit surprising. He hasn't actually gotten this in any of his other games. The Banelings giving chase. Oh, he's really relying on those Widowmines to do work. And he does get all the Banelings. So there's no more Banelings left. Now he's starting to produce some Hellbats. I'd like to see him get Blue Flame. I guess Blue Flame doesn't really matter. Blue Flame, I mean, Hellbat's still 2-shot Zerglings without Blue Flame, but it's weird because if you do, even if it's still 2-shotting with or without Blue Flame, it leaves the Zerglings with slightly less health after the first attack, so the Marines can kill them more quickly if the Hellbats die. But the forGG has to be careful. He is on creep. He's in a rather precarious position. And now Curious, well, he's just waiting. He's just waiting for forGG to try it. And here he comes. He leads with the Thor. Thor trying to tank some of the Baneling shots. There are a lot of Zerglings, but they're all dead. And now there's just a lot of Banelings. Oh my god, this drone line. Oh, forGG does not see all those drones leaving. The Banelings are going to move in once again. The Hellbats really helping to tank a lot of those Baneling hits. And Curious, he's just cranking out Banelings. He's doing everything he can to try to hold this attack off. But forGG has a lot here. A very, very powerful army. But now that Curious has a little bit more mining going, Curious can continue to produce lots and lots of units. It's still really hard. This Thor is doing some damage to the Mutas. He comes in to snipe the Thor. Banelings roll in as well. There's still a lot of Marines alive, though. But I think that losing that Thor is going to make pressing forward much more difficult. And here he comes. The great split from forGG on these Marines is not enough. And Curious is going to push him back. The Hellbats doing what they can. Blue Flame's not done just yet. And he is going to lose his army completely. Pushed all the way back to the 3rd. GG Curious takes game number 1 here for our winners match at the Millennium Numerical Cup.